Hi guys, welcome back to liquidity structure trading. Today the market is closed, but I'll be walking through I'll be walking you all through my XAU intent for next week in line with the market structure and the liquidities we'll be hunting for next week. However, I am not a financial advisor and this is just for educational purpose. Do well to manage your risk. Without any further fluff, let's jump to the charts. So, um, here is the weekly time frame. As you can see, here is the weekly time frame. Here is our high. We had a high and we had a low. This was the external range liquidity that we just finished raiding. The external range liquidity we just took out last 3 weeks now, of which the price is still consolidating at those place. So this is a major break. Next, our next drawn liquidity is this here, which signifies the fact that we are in a bearish market. We are going bearish. So it is very unwise to start looking for buys in this type of market, except otherwise. So let's scale down to daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we could see another break of structure here. This is another break of structure. It's another break of structure, very valid one. And this is our daily high. That is our daily high. Giving us the fact that on our daily range, here is our target draw on liquidity. Is our target draw on liquidity. Our draw on liquidity. So consider that we traded back from external range back to the internal range, and price respected this order block from the daily time frame. Right, price respected this order block from the daily time frame. So daily order block. So considering the fact that we're on daily order block, we have to go back to a 4-hour time frame. Scaling down to 4-hour time frame, we've gotten a lot of breaks, and breaks. So how do we identify the current break? Here is this. On the 4-hour, we have the last swing high. The last swing high that gave us a break to the downside here. A break. Yeah, a break. So mind you, our focus for this week is the fact that XAU is still bearish. You only need to come up and take out this draw on liquidity from the daily time frame. This is our draw on liquidity from the daily time frame. And now looking at the 4-hour, what can you see in 3 seconds? Okay, so now on the daily time on the 4-hour time frame, we have a break of structure from the last high. We have a break of structure, and now on the break of structure, what do we want? We need to see a liquidity taken out, which is here. We need to see an internal range liquidity taken out here before we could start projecting any further sales. We need the internal range liquidity, since we've been able to take the external range liquidity, and so far this order block here has been mitigated, or we're needing an order block here, although it is not really another block, but this would be the levels I'll be looking to take a sell trade from as against next week. So first thing first, you have to keep trending to we take out this liquidity here to serve as an internal range liquidity after taking out the external range liquidity. And once price taps into this 4-hour order block, then we have to wait for a confirmation to get our bearish sell trade down to the daily draw on liquidity. So I know many of you feel like, what if I am not there to confirm my entry? You can simply set your limit. You can set your limit when the price gets to that zone. If you know you won't be available, you can do it to set your limit here. Target the daily draw on liquidity, then adjust your stop loss. Adjust your stop loss as to your preference. So this is typically what our setup would be next week, as against we continue the bearish move of XAU USD. Yeah. See you in my next video. Thank you.